Hi everybody, it's Lord Magicus, and we're gonna play Merfolk in Modern. So, yeah, I was away for the weekend, but now we're back on track. We're gonna play some Magic. While I was away, I did get to play a Peasant Cube, which actually was a lot of fun, and I ended up crushing that draft. Getting to play Magic in different cities is always great. You get to meet a lot of new people that have how do I say, like, the experience is always very unique to the area that you go to play. So I enjoyed meeting all the people there that I saw doing that. That was fun. But now it is time to get back to Merfolk. So yeah, this is a list in front of us right now. I figured that let's do something really exciting today. I don't I don't know. I feel like I might be getting a little sick after the trip, but that always happens when they travel. But so I'm trying to rough it out. Well, hopefully it won't bother me too much. Um, yeah. So today, why not? Let's just do something crazy, ridiculously experimental, and see how this works. We're gonna test a lot of different things in this because over the past like week or two, Merfolk has been sorry. Merfolk's been doing ridiculously well with a bunch of different lists. We've seen like Mono Blue, Simic, like M Hayashi style list, like a bunch of crazy things have happened. Even like Cloudstone Curio Fish have like put up a result that's ridiculous. I don't know, like there's no consensus on what's actually good right now. People are just kind of throwing everything out there and anything's working. So let's throw something ridiculous of our own out there. This list is actually kind of similar to how the Legacy version plays, because we're going to have our forces and our chalices in the main deck. Yeah, we'll put 2 Cavern of Souls in, so kind of hedge against if we lock ourselves out of Benthic Biomancer or something, we can still play it. And since there's stuff like Eldrazi Tron, the Cavern should help a little bit with that. You'll have our Mutavaults, Waterlogged Groves. We are only at 14 blue sources, which is going to make, make the deprives in the sideboard a little bit risky, but so be it. It's fine. This is crazy, ridiculously experimental. So yeah, one of the other weird things that you might see, we don't have Silvergill on this list. So I've seen a few people actually do well with fish lists that don't even have Silvergill Adept in the list. Turns out that Silvergill is not very good against Ren and 6 or Plague Engineer, where you're basically just paying 2 mana to cycle it a lot of times, and it doesn't really do anything. So instead, in those slots, we're going to play some more interactive guys with Harbinger of the Tide and Tidebinder Mage, which both of these are good against a number of different decks. Stuff like Hogak and Phoenix, they're strong so they might make up for not having Silvergill. So we have less card draw in here. I did also end up cutting 2 Spreading Seas from here. That could be wrong, but I needed to cut something. And like Spreading Seas is something I'm always kind of okay on, but not like amazingly necessary when we have extra lords in the deck. Whenever your plan is to just play a bunch of lords and make them all like 4/4s and 5/5s, you're not as reliant on seas. That's why like the Simic list always plays 2, because they're just playing like 14 or more lords in the deck a lot of times. So we're playing our 8. Here's our 11 here, and then plus the Coralhelm Commander. So I think that maybe this will work. We'll find out. I mean, it's all ridiculous. I just kind of made this up, so we'll see if it works out. But the sideboard is also going to be interesting. Rejections for Tron and Eldrazi Tron. Yeah, keep truth. Thassa will come in against Control and Jund if we actually need to go into a late game. Silvergill is really bad against decks like Hogak and probably. I mean, it's okay versus Jund now, but it's not super great versus them at the moment. Any deck where you need to like try to win very fast, then it's not going to be that great. And if we have to grind out a game, then Thassos hopefully will help get us there in the late game. So, yeah, Dismember for just random stuff that we might come up against, and we're going to go full fuck it mode. We're going to play for Leyline of the Void and see if that's going to be enough to stop Hogak. So, I mean, you could definitely play stuff like Grafdigger's Cage or Relic, but if I'm going to keep like Chalice of the Void, I don't ever want there to be a scenario in which I'm looking at trying to keep Chalice and a Graveyard Hate. So, yeah, because like if you play Chalice first and then top deck, you know, like Grafdigger's Cage, that's always terrible. So, but in the ley line, I think will also be good against Mono Red Phoenix, where we'd still want to keep Chalice of the Void. So hopefully the combination of Chalice and Leyline will basically just lock them out of the game. We'll find out. Alright, well, I don't really have a lot more to say about this. This is a totally ridiculous list. There's no way to know if something like this is going to work, except just by trying it and finding out. So, let's give it our best shot. Yeah. Oh. Alright, well that didn't take long. Okay. Oh, on the play. Yes, I would like to go first. This hand looks fine. We'll keep. Hopefully this is a deck where Chalice is just going to be really good. They kept 7 cards. Let me just turn this down a little bit. There's an argument that maybe we don't play it, but I think we have to play this. In case, it depends. If we knew what we were up against, then, you know, we might want to keep the Force of Negation, and use the Biomancer for that. Oh, this is interesting. Prismatic Vista. What could we be up against that wants this? Snow-covered island. Astrolabe. Oh, this is probably the Snow Day deck. I'm not amazingly familiar with this list, but I am hoping that this Chalice of the Void is just going to wreck them. It'll definitely turn off more Astrolabes. It really does feel like we're playing Legacy now. Astrolabe is actually really surprisingly good in Legacy at the moment. Just a cantrip that fixes mana bases. Well, they seem to be debating this for a while, so that's probably a good sign. Oh, you know what? This is probably Urza. So I don't know. This Chalice in 1 might not be that good. Thopter Foundry. Alright, well, we do have to force this. Yeah, let's play Grove. Play Master. I just want to attack them as fast as possible. This is not a terribly great match. No, I don't have a lot of good tools for this. And this Chalice is not going to do very much. The blue-green version of this deck is a lot better because we have Collector Oath, which is really hurts us a lot. That's not how that card works. Unless you're just trying to get cards out of your hand so you can play like Ensnaring Bridge. Ooh, that's good. Alright, how do we want to do this? Could adapt this. If he plays a land and bridge, No, I think I'm going to play Trickster at his end step, probably. I'll just attack for 4 here. Problem is, once bridge resolves, then we're fucked, so... face is itchy. Yeah, he's going to play bridge, right? Surely. Urza, Lord High Artificer. Alright, yeah. Nothing I can do about that. Sword of the Meek? Sure. I'm not worried about the construct. I guess here we just play Trickster and tap this down. So we can get in more damage. My itch. That's actually very strong. It's an attack. So we are protected. I think we have a very good chance of winning here. I don't know if Chalice is actually good or not. Probably not. You're going to play. If it's Thopter Foundry, I can just counter it. I think that'll do it. We should have enough to kill him. Oh no, this is not good. That looks like we're... Alright, F6. Well, this is bad because now... Yeah, now they can just go infinite with this. They have the sword. So, yeah, I'll let them do it a few times to kind of demonstrate how this works. Damn it, they had to have, like, exactly that, so... Alright, I don't feel like dealing with this. Yeah, you got it. They just make infinity flying creatures. Damn it. So, we had, like, 2 forces against them, and it still wasn't enough. Alright, I guess... Actually, rejection looks really good. Deprive. I don't think we really need Chalice. What do we want to do here? It's 61. I mean, we definitely need the Echoing Truths as well. Tidebinder looks pretty poor. Harbinger is okay, but not great. No, I want Trickster. Spreading Seas actually doesn't look very good. Maybe Dismember just to kill Urza. Yeah, they're gonna have islands anyway. Oh, one second. I do not need this fan blowing directly at me here. Better. Just looks okay, but not... I mean, this is going to be very hard no matter what. I really kind of wish I had Collector Oath for this. Yeah, this is fine. We just put a bunch of pressure on him and hopefully kill him. Itchy. Sure. This is not the matchup I wanted to start with. Yeah, it's fine. On the plus side, we have a very fast clock, so I hope that works. Ugh. Yeah, that's fine. Just put a bunch of Island Walk on the board and hopefully try to use Force to keep Ensnaring Bridge off. Because this, yeah, if we can just keep Bridge off the table, we should be able to kill him next turn. So we'll attack for 12 Island Walk. Maybe 13 if we adapt this. So yeah, if he goes for a Whir right now, we can just counter that and probably win. I don't know how they would get out of that. Well, we do have to force this. That's a very, yeah, that card's very strong. Just basically one-sided Wrath of God. They did have to, like, tap out to play it, too, so... I don't think they can really have anything else. So this is our turn 4 kill here. Alright, well, we killed him on turn 4, so that's just kind of what we have to do against this deck, I think. Yeah, Dead of Winter, I don't know. That's rough. This Harbinger is awesome. Like, we could take out Harbinger if we wanted to here. That's possible. I don't know if I have much I want to bring in instead. Kind of need to just keep some number, like some amount of creatures in here. So like, Harbinger's not totally dead. It can still bounce something. It's like it's less dead than Tidebinder is, but I still think that it probably just need to attack with something. All right. It's about as good as we can hope for. This is actually okay. Yeah. Hold up Rejection and try to use it on something sweet. Countering this really doesn't do anything. I would actually... No, it does, because it would turn on Mox Opal, so I'm going to counter it. They still have to put a 1/1 in play for it to come back anyway, so... I'm going to flash in Trickster on the end step if they don't do anything. Oh, that's interesting. Now Opal's further from actually being online. Oh, didn't do anything. That's good. Alright. Trickster, go. no lands. They just got to be stuck with a really terrible hand right now, so let's just put our foot on the gas. We have force protection in case they have something like Dead of Winter. This is promising. Now we have lethal in play and force plus rejection to go for it, so I think we're good. It's hard to imagine. Yeah, they didn't have anything, so we beat Urza. The rejection was fine. Just putting a lot of pressure on them, and just when they have clunky hands that was enough. So that was that went about as well as we could have hoped for. All right, on the play, it's good. Let's get there. This hand is fine. We can pitch a force to a force if we need to. We'll keep Bob the Builder 24. Aren't you like one of the trophy leader guys? I recognize this name. I don't remember what this guy plays. I don't know. It's probably like Hogak. Let's be honest. If it's a name I recognize, it's probably Leyline of Abundance. That's not. Oh, this could. You know what? This probably like. Damn, what the hell? Trying to think. Maybe Vizier? I don't really need that for... Oh, you know what? No, it has Botanical Sanctum, and he didn't play anything in turn 1. Oh, that's fine. Merfolk. So how do I want to do this? I can play Coral Helm and just hold up force. So then I can just dump mana into this, and then Lord of Atlantis through Vile next turn to attack for as much as possible. I don't know. This is a weird deck. Duskwatch Recruiter, yep. Yeah, this is definitely like a Vizier combo deck then. Because this is what they use to dig through the deck to draw everything once they have their combo going. It's 4 in the air. So we got a pretty good clock. I'm not really worried about this 3-3. I can race it pretty well here. Transmute. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm not 100% what's going on here. This is weird. The search is for any 3-drop. Freed from the Real. Okay, so this is going to be like a combo deck. Alright, I'm sort of familiar. This card basically lets them tap and untap so they can make infinite mana with certain creatures. So what they're going to do is Leyline of Abundance lets the creature tap for 2. So they'll tap something like Noble Hierarch and then use it to untap it, but they're making 2 mana, so they get infinite mana with this Freed from the Real. It's a really janky kind of combo. But I think with Force, I'm not super concerned right now. I mean, this is fine. No. So, let's level this up. We can attack for 8 this turn. I mean, does it matter? You can still flash in Trickster if I want. I could play Benthic Biomancer too. I'm just trying to imagine like what he would have to do in order to really win from here, and I'm having a hard time imagining what he could even do. I can attack for 5 in the air, put him down to 11, then Trickster this thing down on his end step. Or it's hard to say like if I need to do that or not. Alright. No, I guess I'm not going to use Trickster just yet. Yeah, we have like ridiculously lethal in play. Sure, you can opt. Yeah, there's no way you could like come back from that. So this is a really weird like deck, but I think this is a deck where Chalice will probably be good because their plan is to like they need to play a mana dork that makes 2 mana. Dismember seems fine, and Echoing Truth also seems fine. The Force actually might be okay too. How do Spreading Seas? They're running blue, so I probably don't need seas here. I don't know if Chalice is probably okay. I'm sure they're running a ton of 1-drops in their deck, like Noble Hierarch, maybe Birds of Paradise. And then, obviously, we saw him play Opt, so Chalice could be fine. Yeah, everything else seems okay. Not really a lot I want to take out, because Tidebinder and Harbinger are both very good at interacting with this deck, I think. Maybe I could side out 2 forces. Yeah, you know what? The Force of Negations probably are not super important. I can just bring in 2 Deprives instead, because they're a deck where they're going to play creature spells a lot. Alright, let's run it like this. They probably are not going to have a lot of non-creature spells. This hand is kind of poor on the draw. I think we need to have a faster clock than this in order to win. I think I'm willing... These already mulligan once. I think we can mulligan once. This is already much better. And I believe here I'll keep this, and I think Mutavault goes in the bottom. I mean, it's okay. Like, we're not going to be attacking with it for a very long time anyway. So, they started with 6. Yep, they have Leyline, so... The thing is, like, Force is not good against Leyline. They just put it in play directly anyway, so... Yeah. But their plan is they want to try to get freed from the real on a mana dork with Leyline out and then go to town. Yep. So what we'll do is we'll probably go Coral Helm into Master the... Ooh, I still think we probably need to do this. Because then we can go Coral Helm and then Master plus Vial next turn. I just want to be able to start attacking. Sure. Yep, we got freed from the real. See, now I don't know if I even want to play this Vial, because Reedry is just going to let me dump my hand anyway. No, we'll do it like this. I think the combination of Trickster and Harbinger will make this fun. Alright, well that's not going to be very good now. Now they're going to have their infinite mana. So, they have infinite mana. There's nothing we can particularly do about that. We'll just have to see what it is they're going to play with it. Yeah, I can't stop this. I guess. Well, we're definitely playing this. So the question is, do I want to try to, like, tap something down? I don't think there's a good way for me to interact right now. Alright. So let's just level this up. We just have to hope they can't win next turn. So maybe we might need to bring Force of Negation back in. I mean, the good news is they do probably have to go for it here. If they don't have it, then they're likely dead. So, they have 3 cards in hand. They have to do something or they're going to lose. F6. Alright. If he has, like, Duskwatch Recruiter, then he's probably just going to win, so. And the thing is, like, Trickster and Harbinger are not going to stop Duskwatch either. So if they're going to go with, like, Carotid, then maybe they're not as vulnerable to Chalice as I had thought. If they're going to just put it on the Hexproof creature instead. They're still playing, like, Op. They're just digging through. This is a really slow, kind of weird combo deck, though. I'm not conceding until you can show me a card that kills me. If it's like Walking Ballista, then yeah, we lose. At least this is going quickly, so. I mean, on the plus side is like, yeah, still has like 20 minutes in the clock, so it's either it's going to happen or it's not. I want to know, what are you casting? Are you just going to cast Walking Ballista for X equals 20 from your hand? I mean, clearly they have something, so. It could also be a Finale of Devastation. Ugh. Show me your win condition. I just need to see. What? Are you going to play like Helix Pinnacle and then just put like 100 counters on it? Come on, just show me. What is the plan? Alright, so you get a 3-drop. What's your 3-drop going to be? Genesis Wave. Oh, alright. He's going to Genesis Wave his entire deck. Alright, cool. Well, let him do it then. Fine, I want to see what's in his deck. Genesis Wave for everything. This is neat. So this is definitely a much better reason to bring in Force of Negation, because now, like, we can counter this with Force, and if that's his win con, that's fine. X equals 48, so he's going to put his entire deck into play, so it means we get to see every card in his entire deck. So he does have like birds freed from the rail, so we know effectively every card that he's playing with. Crater Hoof Behemoth, Beast Within. Veil of Summer. Yeah, so you know what? Chalice probably needs to stay in too. Duskwatch Recruiter. It looks like this is probably their main win condition, though. What is he doing? I want to. I just want to see like all these things hit the battlefield. That would be. It'll be totally hilarious to see, you know, every card in the deck. Oh, Blue Sun Zenith. Okay, so they do have a win condition that mills us out too. Alright, that's fine. So this is all the non-land permanents. Alright, that's fine. Yep. Cool. Oh yeah, that's cool. They could just tap down my only blocker. So it does 24. I want to know what, like, here, you can have fun, opponent. I'm fine with this. You can kill me at any point you want now. You already have, yeah, this thing's way big enough. Sure, I'm dead. Ridiculously dead. Alright. So I do think Force is going to be a good versus this deck. Dismember is probably not as good as I had thought now. But I think Force is fine. I don't know. We still might need Dismember anyway, just because it interacts with them. Have to take out 4 cards. Probably Benthic Biomancer. Yeah, that's fine. This Echoing Truth doesn't really do a whole lot either. It just sort of like a time. Oh, actually, no, it does, because it can bounce on the ley line in response, so they can't combo off. Okay, run it like this. We're still at 22 creatures. Yeah, this is okay. I don't really need to change any of this. Yes, I would love to play first. This hand is pretty medium. I don't know. Does not have a terribly, like, good clock to it. And it doesn't interact with them very well. I think I'm willing to mulligan at least once. This is definitely better. Way better. We'll keep this. I'll put Reedry in the bottom, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to use it. See, now we have 2 Lords and Tideminder. That's... Oh, he's at 5 cards, too, so his Chalice could be very strong. If we draw Force, that'll be good. So he has 2 Leyline. Oh, he's at 3 cards, too. So this Tidebinder and this Chalice will both be very, very powerful. Yep. Alright, so if he has it, he has it. There's nothing I can really do about it at this point. You mulligan to 5, so how good is your hand? It looks like it's pretty good. He's not going to be able to do it this turn, but now we're just trying to keep him from... Oh man, we need Force of Negation so badly here. Never mind, now he has infinite mana, so... Mulligan to 5, oh my god. Here we go, what is this? Turn 3, mulligan to 5, and just had it. Where was this? Ah. Alright, how do we do this? Well, he has Breeding Pool in play. I guess we're just hoping that Force is going to get there for us. He only has one card, so maybe it's not that good. Really could use Echoing Truth right now to try to bounce these ley lines. Yeah. Yeah. He can put every creature card in his hand now. He has infinite mana to do so. And we can't kill him. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. So he's on turn 4 on the mold of 5, having put 2 ley lines in play. So like his 3 cards were like, so or what was it? He 3 cards and then he drew turn 1, 2, 3, and his cards were literally land, 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 Carroted, Freed from the Real, and I'm sorry, Drift of Phantasms, and then one other random thing. That living the dream, man. That's great. Yeah. Alright, I don't know, maybe we can just get there. We'll use Force of Negation. Because he's gonna have to do this a lot. Alright. So I think here we're gonna Force of Negation. We'll pitch Tidebinder Mage. Yeah, have fun. Always yield to this. Yeah, have fun playing the deck. I want to just see him like be able to attack for 1 billion. All right. Well, I'll be back in a second. One. There we go. Come on, I think that this is worth it because I think everybody here is going to be entertained by this. I'm entertained. How about let me know in the chat. Do you think that would you have conceded to this guy, or do you think that it's more entertaining to let him draw his entire deck and try to actually cast enough cards in 12 minutes to kill us next turn. I mean, that's a lot of clicking. I'm enjoying this, so I want to see just exactly how much he's going to do with it. Look at this. See, we got a storm count going on. So what's going to happen, he's going to play Crater Hoof Behemoth, and he's going to attack us for enough with all of these. It'll be fine. See, look how fine it is. That wasn't too bad. There we go. Okay, well, I'm not going to block. He just gave us another turn for no reason, so... Let's play an island. How much he is going to attack for very lethal, so, you know, that's fine. It doesn't really make any difference here, because he can attack for lethal. Why not? Yay! See, I can do things. Not, like, enough, but... Alright, there we go. See, I'm not going to be a jerk. Alright, well, that was interesting. I feel that's got to be like some Saffron Olive deck or something. Like, that's exactly the kind of jank I'd expect. If we don't get to just win by using Cloudstone Curio, they shouldn't get to win by just doing that. Alright, well, on the draw, we'll see how this goes. This is pretty poor in the draw. We're not doing anything, really. Oh, well then, that's good to know. So then, yeah, this Chalice is definitely not doing anything, because this is Serum Powder, this is Red Eldrazi. So we definitely have to mulligan. I guess we have to keep this. We're probably not casting Spreading Seas anytime soon. So put 2 Smashers out here. That's good, kind of nice. There's a lot of good stuff, but he has an Eternal Scourge, so. However, the Ceremonious Rejection is going to be very good against this deck. We have an okay hand. We can go Vial and play Chalice, though. I don't think the Chalice is going to help us at all. Like, this is a deck that probably plays Chalice itself. Well, that's going to help, too. It's been a while since we played against this deck. Eldrazi Obligator. Yeah, he's just casting a 3/1. Nope, take 3. I'm sure that their deck does not have any actual way of, they don't have any 1-drops in their deck, surely. Like, none of these are 1-drops. They're a Chalice deck, so we'll just attack with the Mutavault. I'll Violin Benthic Biomancer and block the Obligator. And if I have to use Force, I'll pitch Reejerey. So you might not want to attack with this, because he maybe thinks we're humans or something. Ugh. Blast Zone is kind of rough. Yeah, he's going to cast Thought Not Seer almost definitely. It's going to make life hard. Well, this is sort of okay. Yeah, Thought Knot's gonna hurt, but so be it. Oh no, it's just Eternal Scourge. I'm not worried about this. That's fine. Actually, drawing an island here would be great, because then we could play Master and Reejerey in the same turn. Close enough. So yeah, now an attack does not look very good in this part. So if he attacks for 3, we get to attack for a hell of a lot more. And being able to have Reejerey out helps us play around this Blast Zone a little bit better. The only thing that sucks is that we might depend if you cast like a Chandra or something, we probably have to ditch this. Becomes the target of a spell or ability. Yeah, no, I'm not blocking that. You have another one? Okay, sure. I mean, Reejerey is going to make them really, really bad. What is your plan here? Oh, you're going to dismember Reejerey. Well, in that case, no. I'd rather keep Reejerey than have the Lord. No. Ah, that's rough. Alright, well, we don't have a choice. We still have to put it in play. Yeah. And I could do this, but I think that it's better to just level this up as much as I can right now. So now next turn it'll be a Lord, so then it'll be safe to attack with these. If we draw something like Benthic Biomancer, that would be great. Or another Reacher would be fine too. Just because casting them, if I can cast a Merfolk, I can kill these things. Trickster is fine as well. Oh, it's Eldrazi Obligator. And he's going to pay the thing on it. It's going to hurt a lot. For sure. This could be Reality Smasher. Oh, that's fine. I mean, you should probably be attacking with this, I imagine. Unless you're worried that if I just, like, play something, I'm going to kill all these. Ooh. Yeah. That's not terribly helpful. So let's see. I could attack for 8. 12? Ugh. Not quite enough. He's one short. If I attack for 12, then I'm dead. He doesn't quite kill him. Let's see. Coral Helm can block Eternal Scourge. I could even just trade with the Reality Smasher if I want to. Think here. I could just attack for 7. Block here, go to 1, and hope that that's good enough. And then any single Lord makes this lethal in the air. So he's at 5. Alright, so now that's lethal. So he has to do something here. Blast Zone doesn't really do anything against this board right now. So he has to have a removal spell. If he has Dismember, he wins. If he doesn't, then he's also dead to this. I think fetching was probably a mistake unless you know you're going to win this turn. Alright, that's a good sign. Alright, conceded. Sick. Alright, well, we stole game 1 against Eldrazi, so let's bring in Rejection. We want to take out Chalice. We do want Dismember. Actually, Thassa's pretty good against this deck as well. They're probably bringing in stuff like Anger of the Gods. Spreading Seas is okay. Let's see, Benthic Biomancer, he probably can shave some of these too. I don't actually, you know what? No, Tidebinder Mage, because they don't actually have any red creatures. The Eldrazi Obligator is colorless, so this doesn't actually do anything. I don't want to take out all of these Biomancers just because it helps play around Blast Zone a little bit more. There's a possibility that they might bring in something like Karn, or they might have stuff like Karn the Great Creator. So Ensnaring Bridge is maybe a thing. Probably not, though. Maybe I don't believe, like, it's rough. Spreading Seas, I don't know if I super believe in Seas here. It's definitely not terrible. They have a lot of lands where Seas is very good against them. And I mean, the Deprives are also pretty good too, if I can use it. Because they play a lot of stuff like, what am I going to say? Simian Spirit Guide or whatnot, so that they can 2-for-1 themselves in spells if we counter it. Could bring these in. Harbinger's fine, Trickster's fine, Coralum's fine. I mean, the Seas is also an answer to Blast Zone, so maybe we need it. I mean, but Force of Negation is okay too with us. We have rejections, like, I guess this is okay. Just trying to think. Alright, I'll bring in one, just in case. If there's an Ensnaring Bridge, we're not stone cold dead to it now. Plus, they are going to play like Chalice of the Void in their deck. This hand is surprisingly not good. We can't cast anything. I think we do have to mulligan. He mulligan to 6. This is actually much better. Well, okay, I lied. This is not much better. What's going to happen is that we're going to keep the Spreading Seas, I think, and we're going to get rid of Force of Negation. That's hard to say. They mulled to 6. He's got a hard mulligan to 6. Alright, so what are we getting rid of here? We don't have any creatures, and the Spreading Seas could theoretically draw us some creatures, and it's also going to be good with Aether Vial. I feel like I probably need this rejection, though. I could put 1 Seas in the bottom. That's not a big deal. Alright, we'll do that. This is not super great, but it's okay. Temple, yeah. So I think I'm going to wait 1 turn just in case. I don't want to make sure I'm not getting like turn 2 Thought Knot Seared. So I'm going to keep rejection up this turn just for it. Okay, so now, oh, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. See, look, he just exiled Spirit Guide to pay for this. And we look like a fucking genius. Because now we can Spreading Seas the Temple, and he's not going to have colorless mana to play more Eldrazi's. That should be very good. See? It worked out. He doesn't have colorless mana. That's helpful. No, it does not tap for that, so... Obligator, that's fine. Alright. Let's tap this guy down, start winning the race. Another Obligator? Ooh. I don't like where this is going. Well, unfortunately, Master of the Pearl Trine's going to have to go away because I cannot let him have that. Oh, that's fantastic. So I'm not blocking with Trickster because I need to keep the devotion alive for Thassa, so let's attack first. It's got 2 cards left, hopefully they're just not great. See if he starts sacring islets to draw cards. So all we gotta do is just scry any permanent or any non ether or non-artifact permanent to the top. No, or a blue creature or spreading seas. Because we need to get this Thassa online so we can start murdering his face. He's attacking for 3. We're theoretically attacking for 8. Blast Zone's going to tick up to 2 for this. Can add 1 charge counter to it this turn. Alright. So let's scry. Hopefully we find a creature. Harbinger is good, but it is... So here's the thing, like, it's a 2-drop, which means it's going to take his entire turn to use the Blast Zone on this. I don't have to put it in play, though. I'll put it on top. So now he has an interesting choice. Does he want to blow up Aether Vial with this Blast Zone? Yes. Let's draw a card. If it's Biomancer, I will play that. Nope, that's fine. Let's see. I think I'm fine with keeping these in hand right now because we'll go to 9, but if he cracks Blast Zone, that's not the end of the world. Like, certainly he's gonna do that. Because then if we find another 2-drop, we can put it on top. So yeah, charge it up. I'll let him attack first. I'll put Harbinger in. I will not bounce it, and I will attempt to block it. So then I'll force him to crack it then. Then on our turn, we can scry, hopefully, like another Lord to the top. Wake up Thassa. Because if he doesn't crack it, then the Harbinger's going to trade with this thing. And I don't think he wants that. Yeah, so he's got Colorless Mana online now. Yep. Alright. See, I want to force him to do it so that way I can put Lord and potentially another Lord in play and Thassa can start getting in. I mean, I know he's going to do this no matter what, so blocking with Thassa doesn't really do anything, because then that just gives him a chance to crack it and save his guy anyway. Yeah. Ooh. Alright. He's going to get a waste, probably. Yep. Crack this now. Yep. It's fine. That's fine. All according to plan. That's terrible. Bottom. Yes, and no. Alright, we'll play it. I think what I'll end up doing is Vile Lord in and try to block this thing. So we're on a 3-turn clock, so... Yeah, this, I mean, I just need to find creatures to put in front of these. This looks like Dismember, maybe. Yeah, alright. Well, that's rough. I think now we need to find, like, Trickster. That's the only way. Or Harbinger. Harbinger would still be okay. But we already used one, so this is not looking promising. Well, it's definitely not that. Yes, and this does not matter. Okay, we're still alive. Ah, my nose itches so much. Uh-oh. Is that a braid? Alright, we lose. Alright, well, that was rough. Felt like we had a good chance there, but not quite. I guess Echoing Truth is also a possible top deck that would have been fine. Yeah. No, there wasn't much we could do there. The Deprives are probably okay. They're not super great, but we do have forces for like Chandra. I think this is fine. I don't really want to change much here. I think that we have a good plan. We just need to execute it on the play so that way we can get underneath them better. This is great. We'll keep. Ceremonies rejections where we want to be. So we kept 7. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, that's also fine. Eternal Scourge, you got exiled to Gemstone, so... If it gets countered, it goes in the graveyard, so it stays there. That's good to know. Alright, well, we have some good counter magic to stop like any ridiculous starts where if they try to go for like turn 1 Chandra or something, we could just, if they go like double Spirit Guides, yeah, we have an answer. Ooh. Alright, I like this. We'll play Vile. Hold up Rejection. Blue? Colorless? What? What is your plan here? Oh, you're gonna braid the Aether Vial. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not really... That's way fine with me, because we have mana. We don't need to... We don't need the Vial. Alright. 4 cards in hand. Eldrazi Obligator. Yeah, I'm gonna counter it. Play the Mutavault so that way, theoretically, next turn we can go Lord and attack with Mutavault. Alright. No Thought-Knot Seers, please. Oh, you're going to play the guy that makes us sacrifice a creature. Nope, just Dismember. Okay. It's fine. That's fine. Oh, I will force you to burn the Ghost Quarter on this Mutavault now. We're just hoping to dodge Chandra this one turn. Really? Okay. I don't understand. Why would you not use this to do it and then Ghost Quarter the Mutavault? You have 1 card in hand. You did not need to take that 2 damage. Hoping that his card's not good. Alright, so it looks like his card is probably a dud. It wasn't Reality Smasher, so that's a good thing. It's like Mind Stone would be fine. That's the Eternal Scourge. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm not attacking into that, so we'll just play Vile. Pass. This is rough. So, now here's where we're hoping he taps out for like Chandra or something. Because we actually have Force to use on it. And I would like to use the Force before it gets eaten. Well, that was terrible. We're probably not beating this. We need, like, Dismember or something. Yeah, just attack. I can't block. Like, it doesn't do anything. Alright, well, I had a lot of removal spells and just a pretty decent curve, so... alright, well, we're still in this, I guess. Yeah, okay. So we're not dead yet. But we need something to deal with this quickly. We're effectively Well, he can't activate the random map ruins yet. He only has one red source, but our life total could be in danger soon. He's got a quick clock here, and we don't have any way to stop it. We're on like 3 turns, I think. That definitely wasn't what we needed here. So I need something like Coralhelm Commander. Coralhelm would be fantastic at the moment. Or Harbinger of the Tides or Lord of Atlant... Or not Lord, Merfolk Trickster would also be good. It's got 3 cards, which means they're probably all like removal spells. That's actually good. Alright, we've bought ourselves some time. I'm gonna braid Vial, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, we're not hurting for mana, so it's totally okay with me. Now, if he tries to recast it, I can counter it, and it'll go to the graveyard where it'll stay there. Okay, you can use a third of Braid, that's fine. Alright, so we're clawing our way back here. If our top deck is kind to us, I think we have a chance. We're effectively at 5 now because of this random map ruins. So we could recast this. I think at this point we just need to counter anything that we can with this. Beautiful. Alright. Let's level this bitch up. This is exactly what we wanted to see this turn. Okay, so you're telling me we got a chance. Let's hope, not Eldrazi Obligator, please. Anger. Alright, that's fine. Anger is okay. Doesn't kill this thing, so... Alright. Getting close. We're almost there. If we can... It'll 2 more turns, or if we draw a Lord next turn, then this also does it. Coralhelm, take us home! Just please do not rip Eldrazi Obligator. Oh my god! Why? That's so unfair! Fuck! Alright, yeah, we're dead. We take 7 off of this and we die. Good game, opponent. Damn, that was brutal. Ah, so close. Alright, well, so far I don't think Chalice has been, like, terribly great. I don't know. Like, we need it for matchups like Phoenix and Infect, but, you know, it's obviously not helping against these matches. So maybe, like, sideboard is a better place to put it. Ugh, that's brutal. We're so close there. It's the one card we could not beat. Come on, let's play. I want to get this done. We still have 2 more matches to go, and it's already been, like, almost 2 hours. Hour and a half, so. On the play. This is okay. We'll keep. Gotta say, so far I haven't really been missing Silvergill Adept. That's terrible. Like, Silvergill used to be, like, considered untouchable in our deck, and, like, now it's just... I don't even miss it now that it's not here. I'm never begging to draw it, so... Maybe this is just the way of the future. We just don't need Silvergill in Modern. Modern is too fast and too aggressive. How bad could your starting 7 possibly be that it takes this long to decide? Come on. I want to, like, finish this so I can go to bed. I don't want to play for, like, another hour. Oh, please, no, I don't want to, please, just don't make this, like, a grindy, long match. Just give me something fast. Alright. It did keep. Alright, so we're going to start with Island and pass. So this looks like probably Burn, Phoenix, alright. Then Tidebinder's going to be, or, yeah, Mono Red, Phoenix, or Burn, one of the two. Either way, this Tidebinder should be fine, and so should this Merfolk Trickster. I'll play Trickster this turn. Now if they have Searing Blaze, then they'll have to use it on this, and then Tidebinder can keep this thing tapped down. Eidolon? Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's going to make life very difficult for them. I'm willing to take 2 for this. Cancel. Yeah. So here's a match where Chalice looks like it'll be very good. I don't want to play this Grove just yet. Lightning Helix, yeah. It's gonna hurt, but Tidebinder should help us a little bit. Let's keep that tapped down. If he wants to attack with Eidolon, that's okay. Rift Bolt entered. Exiled 2 Rift Bolts. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, we definitely need to draw a card. Alright, that's gonna help a little bit, I think. Alright, how are we doing this? So he's gonna go to 10. 10. 10 is Alright. We can protect the Tidebinder here. We're going to go to 9, 7, 4. Ugh, I don't like this at all. If I do that, though, he can presumably try to kill this, and then I'll force that. Probably pitch Coral Helm. But I have to play at least one more creature. Alright. So Mutavault can still block this Eidolon. So now they're going to go to 7. So I'll just counter whichever one is going to target that. Hopefully they do that first. So that's targeted at my face. Fine. That's also going to my face. That's also fine. Okay. So what is your plan here? Because I think you are actually going to die because I have Force. I can cast this. Even if you cast Boros Charm on me, I can just force it. And I can still block the Eidolon with Mutavault. And then next turn, I'm pretty sure I can just attack you, and there's not really a lot you can do about it. You'll go to 5, which means I have lethal on board if you cast Boros Charm. So yeah, I think because I have Force, like I don't think they can win here. Lightning Helix will also counter it. Like they're gonna go to 6 and then 4 no matter what. So they can only block one of these 3 things. Well, we should be alive at 1 life. So this is going to be a match where this Chalice hopefully is going to be good. Look at Tidebinder doing work. Like, Silvergill would have been so terrible against this card, but Tidebinder's way better. So I guess he's just trying to figure out whether he can play around Force of Negation right now, and I don't think that he can. Well, actually, he should. If he's going to do it, he should do it on my turn. Ooh. Does he have to skewer the critics? Well, I don't have a choice. I have to do this. I think he also needed to attack with Eidolon there. Because if he attacked with... Well, I guess it doesn't... Yeah, he should have attacked with Eidolon. Instead, if he had a Bolt in hand... no, I guess maybe if he had another Skewer the Critics, then he could have cast it. Well, no, if he had another Skewer, he would have just played it. So, no, I guess there's probably not much they could have done there. Alright, well, that went pretty well. Let's bring in Deprive. I do like the Chalices and the Forces. Biomancer, probably not that good. Spreading Seas is not amazing, but I don't really have much else to bring in. Could bring in Echoing Truth. It's okay. Just trying to think. Would I rather have Echoing Truth or Spreading Seas? I think probably Spreading Seas. It's because it's... If I'm playing with Chalice, though, like, doesn't that make Echoing Truth better? So then if they have like Goblin Guides, it can bounce it, and there's not. Yeah, they just lose to. They can't recast it. Hmm. Yeah, you know what? I like that argument. Maybe Echoing Truth is slightly better when Chalice is here. So it looks like this is probably just like red-white burn. They have a lot of cards in this deck that can play around Chalice, but I think Chalice is still fine enough that we'd want it. Yeah, we're going to keep this too. We'll go Oboro into Chalice, and hopefully they won't have like enough. Yeah, then we can just try to get Lords on the board until Chalice like holds them back. Hopefully, keep. We're not reasonably going to do much better than this. Yeah. Tidebinder Mage. Oh, that's fantastic. Eidolon. Yeah. Alright, so I could cast Chalice here, but let's see. The problem is if I cast Chalice right now, it's going to make things really awkward. We need like Aether Vial to play around this card. So how do we get through this? Tidebinder can keep the Goblin Guide. Actually, how do I do this? I guess I could Tidebinder down the Eidolon and then try to block Goblin Guide. Yeah, I guess I'd rather have Goblin Guide attack. It's hard to say. Like I don't know whether I should go for Lord or Tidebinder here. If I play Lord, I could just trade with something and then try to hold up Force, but that means that no matter what, I'm taking a bunch of damage. I think I'm just going to go with Tidebinder, and what am I tapping down with it? I guess I'd rather trade with the Eidolon because I need to cast a bunch of spells. Yeah. If they attack, I'll probably just trade with this, and then play either Lord or Chalice next turn. I do have to force this, however. Because this is effectively a 2-for-1. It saves me a point of life and a creature regardless. Oh, he really wants to, like, kill this thing. Okay. Well, this is fine because we can still play Mutavault and Master. Actually, we could play 2 Lords here. Or the other option is Chalice plus Lord. That puts us at 6, though. I don't know if I like that. If I play Chalice and Mutavault, like, that makes it hard for him to attack into it as well. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. It's going to make his top decks a lot harder. Animate. I'll trade with the Eidolon here. because I really want to cast 2 Lords next turn if possible. Oh, that's bad. Well, that means we're probably getting locked out of this game. Rift Bolt on top. So, yeah, no matter what, we're going to lose. Alright, we die. Damn it, the Eidolons have just been, like, brutal here. Alright, well, let's see if we can do better on the play. I think the Echoing Truth would have been fine, but I don't think I believed in the Spreading Seas there. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that we just got to run this back and just hope that it turns out better. I really don't want Dismember against this deck, because I cannot afford to pay 4 life for 1 creature. I would love to play first. No. I have to have 2 lands. Not like this! Oh, come on! What are you doing to me, MTGO? Like, this is not fair. You're making me mulligan to 5. They get to keep 7. Whatever, I guess we're keeping this. Mutavault goes in the bottom, and I guess I don't know when we're going to get to cast this. I guess we're just on the plan if we need to try to kill them, so... Sure. So let's go Trickster first. See if we can get them to invest a little bit into this with, like, lava spikes. Yeah, it's fine. They might bolt this thing. Aether Vial on top. Well, we can't really cast it. I do have to trade, though. That's a good sign. It means he probably doesn't have, like, Lightning Bolt in his hand. Alright, well, how do I do this? Rift Bolt will put me to 16, and then this will be 14. This vial's going to be very slow. I could play Tidebinder here, keep this thing tapped, which will save me... you know what? They can Rift Bolt this if they want, but if they do, then that means it's going to save me like a 5 life this turn, probably, at least. Which, yeah, that's fine. I just need to, like, buy time. Brutal. And another Rift Bolt. Like, we're not coming back from this. This is way too late, too. I mean, we can play this Coral Helm, but you can just Rift Bolt it and attack us for another 4. This screams like Searing Blaze to me. It's going to Searing Blaze this and attack for 6. Skewer. Oh, yeah, we're fucked. Alright, well, yeah, here we go. Searing Blaze. We're at 1. We're dead. Like, we lose. No, we're done. Oh my god, that was terrible. I don't know what we could have really done differently. Like, that was just... I mean, the mold of 5 was just pretty poor, and, yeah, I don't have a good answer for this. Burn is kind of rough. Like, we didn't have the Vials against the Eidolon, and we don't have Master of Waves in the deck now to, like, really dunk on him anymore. The Chalices are not as good against Burn as they used to be, because now they have more cards like Skewer the Critics in their deck that effectively are 1-mana spells, but they don't have 1 converted mana cost, so there's more things they can cast underneath a Chalice. Well, this is not looking good for us. I guess let's hope that we can get some play points back out of this by winning this last round. I don't know, if anything, like, this league is just telling me, like, I don't believe in Chalice of the Void. I'm sure there are Chalice decks out there, but we're not finding them, so... Alright, on the play. Let's see. This is fine. We'll keep. This is Tron, so Spreading Seas will be fine. Chalice is actually okay against this deck. I think I'm going to adapt this turn. I'm not going to use the Spreading Seas just yet. We don't know if this is Eldrazi Tron yet or not, so... Well, they're definitely getting Tron next turn. Dismember. Yeah, that's fine. That means that, okay, so they're not going to have Tron online next turn. It's actually okay. I mean, they could have natural Tron in their hand, so, like, this could just be like a snap keep natural Tron or something. I guess all we can really do is seize the tower. Level this up. Alright, let's see where we're at. Sure. Yep. Yeah, because even if they get Tron next turn, there's not much they can do with it. So I could level up Coral Helm all the way here. I think that's probably the plan. I'm thinking this is probably regular Tron. Alright, so they do have it, so let's see, what do we got? Reality, so no, this is Eldrazi Tron, that's good. Mind Stone, that's fine. Alright, well, then this Trickster is going to be very strong. So we were up against Eldrazi Tron. So Chalice is going to be terrible, so let's hope not to see that card. Let's just crush him in combat. Is that just... Puts him to 3. I don't think there's anything they can do now, because now Coral Helm by itself kills them next turn. So we're on this pattern where we just win game 1 a lot, but then we struggle in game 2 and 3. Hopefully it'll be different this time. Sure. I don't know what land you think you're going to get that's going to help you, but... $12 mana, that's not a good sign. That looks like Ulamog, probably. I don't know, Walking Ballista, maybe? X equals 6. I don't think that's actually going to do it. You're going to have to kill this with Walking Ballista and then still die to Trickster. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're still dead. Alright. You can put 3 counters in Lord, but then you're not going to kill the Coral Helm, which has flying. Alright, well, I'll just kill you now, I guess. Go ahead, try to block it, see what happens. No! Alright. So we win game 1 against Eldrazi Tron, that's good. Alright, so let's bring in these rejections. Take out Chalice. Probably want Dismember as well. What else? Seize is fine. Like, the rest of these cards are fine. I mean, either Echoing Truth or Deprive are also reasonable cards here. Tidebinder does, like, literal nothing against their deck. They do have Cavern of Souls in their deck, which it kind of sucks, but so be it. Do I want either of these? Maybe I do want Deprive. Yeah, like, they could Karn for Ensnaring Bridge, but I don't think that's gonna... I mean, the Echoing Truth is also, I mean, it's a reasonable card, but Deprive is maybe a little bit better against Walking Ballista. Alright, you know what, I'm not worried about Bridge. We'll just go with this and see what happens. You guys see what, this is my life. We win game 1 and now this is what's happening. Ugh. It's already like been like 2 hours too. Oh, I just need this to end. I don't feel good. I think I picked up like a cold from the trip that I took, and it's only like hitting me now, which is great because this is when I need to like actually be paying attention. He kept 7. We have to mulligan. This is okay, I guess. We'll put 1 vial in the bottom. This is not great. Ugh. Yeah, this is... I feel it now. I guess I'll put Waterlogged Grove in play because it gives me the most options for next turn. I might want to flash in Trickster, or I may just adapt Biomancer, who knows. Yeah, they're gonna have Tron. That sucks. I mean, I guess it's cool if our opponent just keeps like natural Tron in their hand every time. Their deck's not even like designed to do this. It just with Eldrazi, it's more like an accident when it happens. Walking Ballista for X equals 3. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this. I guess I can put Biomancer in play and adapt it before this comes out, so they have to use 2 counters to kill it. I'll discard Island. Alright, it's fine. Yeah. Sure. So how do I want to do this? I can play Master now. Actually, no, I think what I want to do is I can play Harbinger, and then if they go to try to kill it, then I can just play Master. Or Trickster is also an option. If they crack Map first, then I can play Trickster on this thing. I like that plan. It's just going to be hard to beat this thing. I don't have like a good way to interact with it. I'm just kind of hoping they crack Map first. Alright. Sure. Yeah, alright. Are you going to try to kill this in response? Nope. Alright, fine. So they have 4 mana. That's not great. So, interesting thing, I could actually bounce Ballista back to their hand with Harbinger. If I do that, it lets me attack them for 9 next turn and maybe draw Rejection or something to deal with it. Because they can just put like a million counters on it anyway, so... Coral Helm. Not particularly where I want to be. So they have 6, 8. They have 10 mana right now. So I can cast it for 5. Well, this is a pretty big attack. That doesn't help them cast Ballista for more, so it'll still be limited to 5 if they want to do that. Thought not. Yeah, that sucks. So they can cast it for 4 still. Which means Coral Helm... No, they took Force and Negation. That means that's terrible. Did I count this wrong? How the hell did they have... they used... Oh, they had 8 mana. Yeah, well, that's fine. We're not coming back from all this dust. No, because they have Ballista in hand and like Tron, there's no way that's just too much. Damn, that's rough. Alright. Now we just gotta run it back. Okay, well, this is the pattern. We win game 1 and then they just like bend us over a barrel in 2 and 3, so let's just try to get there. This is okay. This is not like super amazing. I'm gonna keep it. They mulled to 6, that's a good sign. Just want to play lords on the table and before they can start attacking us. Alright. Our best starts are aggro starts, so if we have like multiple lords in hand, we don't need to draw more lands. We have enough already. Yeah, it's fine. I don't want to attack into this. What I want to do is draw a creature so that I can tap it and attack for 1 billion. Oh, that's a good sign. So this also opens up some options first, because now I could just dismember it and attack for 6 and hold up Force of Negation. Because I can also tap down a land on their turn. I like this. Thought Not Seer. Alright, that's fine. Attack. Alright, if they play Thought Not, then I'll just flash in Trickster, and then they're probably dead. I don't want to, like, attack with Immunavault there, just in case I have to use the Force of Negation, because, like, now this is really bad. Yeah. They have 5 mana, that's not good. You can take Force. But I think this just kills them. Right? 6, 10, 14. I have exactly 14 right now. So they are facing a... Alright, so Ballista on 2. That's not good for them at all. This is going to be a very poor block for them. Oh, you know what? We just win. Alright. Right? Is that how this works? 3, 6, 10, 14. Yeah, we just cast Harbinger. They can't kill any of our creatures. They just lose. Alright, well, we managed to beat Eldrazi Tron. It took 3 games, but I'll take what we can get. So what I noticed is that I think that playing without Silvergill was fine, but I think playing with Chalice in the main was not fine. This probably, like, what do we play against here? You know, like Eldrazi Tron, Burn, damn, what were the rest of them? The Freed from the Real combo, which, it's whatever. Yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering. The Red Eldrazi deck, that one, and one more. What was the first one? Darn it, I forget what the first one was. That's gonna bother me now. I don't want to like drag this out too long thinking about it, but yeah. I don't know, like, Chalice was just kind of okay. It wasn't, like, super great. I mean, it can be, like, I don't know, if maybe Thassa could come in from the sideboard and then, like, the 2 Echoing Truths or something. So we could, like, you know, move all to sideboard. Just move these to, like, the deck. I mean, this configuration might be better because I think just having more cards that interact in the main deck is probably a little bit better, and Thassa gives you unblockable against some of these decks anyway. I don't know. This helps us grind a little bit more, but I think that the thing is, like, Thassa, we don't really want this at the same time as Chalice anyway. This is a card where we want to grind with. This is a card where we just want to, like, lock the opponent out with, and just, we're going to win on the back of, like, this one card alone, usually, so. This could be fine. Maybe the Dismember instead, who knows. Something like this. But this, I mean, I don't like this in the main deck. There's just, we saw way too many decks where this just was not strong enough. So, yeah, this could be okay. We didn't really need the Deprive too much, but so it's hard to say like how the 14 blue sources are going to support this. It's tough. Like 14 is not nearly as much. I'd be much more comfortable with something like 16, but if we're gonna play with Chalice, then we want, or yeah, if they're gonna have this, we need Cavern of Souls. Especially if there's other decks like Eldrazi that are gonna play Chalice as well. We want that against them. So there's also an argument that maybe instead of Echoing Truth, if we played more blue sources, if we didn't have like Chalice and Cavern, we could maybe play like 1 or 2 Cryptics or something in the sideboard instead. I don't know. I think Echoing Truth is fine, especially if we're going to come up against Hogak, which I'm surprised we did not see that. But Tidebinder and Harbinger did pretty well, so maybe this might be worth exploring for next time. So yeah, I definitely like the Ceremonious Rejections. These were fantastic. I'm going to keep these here. I like these a lot. Yeah, and we didn't really get to see the power of Leyline of the Void at all. It is what it is. Yeah, so that's all I got for now. I hope everybody enjoyed this. It's late. Yeah, I need to rest for a little bit, but hopefully by next time I'll feel better. And maybe this will be stronger for next time. Yeah, that's just sad to see that Silvergill is just even, it's not necessary anymore. I don't know. He's gotten replaced by like all these other guys that just, it's way better in a lot of matches than Silvergill because grinding is not really where we need to be in a Hogak meta. So, alright, take it easy everybody. Good night.